Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to Macalester Stadium on the beautiful Macalester campus for tonight's United Premier Soccer League women's match between Eden Prairie SC and your Vlora FC. My name is Skip Newton alongside Dominic Bisogno as usual. Both teams coming in having just played one match. A nice draw for Vlora against 2-2, and Eden Prairie crushed their opponent 12-1, but that was to be expected. Am I right?
Yeah, I think, as you mentioned, this is a game where it's too early to read too much into where different teams are at in the season. That being said, Eden Prairie with a big win over Bliss. It's hard to know what that means for Bliss, what that means for Eden Prairie. In the same way, it's hard to know what that draw means for Vlora and Granite City. But I think both teams come to this knowing they can score some goals, feeling like they can pick up some points, and probably feeling good about the way they're starting the season.
And we are excited for this first home match of the season for the women. For Eden Prairie, we've got Mallory Benhart as the goalkeeper. Lexi Bennett coming off 6 goals in that opener is one of the starters up front. Allie Kammerer also up front for Eden Prairie. Elizabeth Corey, one of the midfielders. Nora Helvig, another midfielder. Ella Horn back on defense. Lexi Matzi, Lauren McCoe, and Lowell Meyer. And Lauren McGo are midfielders / forwards. You've got Catherine Murthy at midfielder as well. And then Kaylee Sterling and Kaylee Tomzak are your other defenders for Eden Prairie. Getting the start in goal, Brianna Thompson for your Vlora FC. We've got Kira Olabidi on defense, Ingrid Lenke at mid, Sienna Lata, another midfielder, Andrea Quenza Medina playing mid as well, Sam Paschel, Allison Larson on defense, Marissa Wentland at midfielder, Haley Gashrai, one of the forwards, Lizzie Jarzewski on defense, and Halima Bigarandavi at midfield as we have the opening kickoff. Vlora wearing gray will be going left to right, with Eden Prairie wearing the maroon colors going right to left.
Sorry, quick correct. It's the other way around.
Oh,
it's the other way around. Vlora in the.
Excuse me. Thank you for that correction. Yeah.
It's understandably. I believe Valora's had setups that looked like this before, so. But yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be an exciting day. These are two teams that should feel good coming into this game. It's a very temperate day to be playing soccer, and it's going to be really interesting just to get a feel, especially for us having not seen the women in person yet this season. Just get a feeling of where everybody's at.
Yeah, exactly. It's an overcast day, and we are expecting rain. Hopefully, nothing more than just the rain. Hopefully, don't get any lightning to delay things. But coming in at 65 degrees, and there is a decent breeze going across the pitch, coming from our backs, almost straight across. So we'll see if that plays a factor. Right now, we've got Vlora with control playing near side, losing that at midfield. Here's Eden Prairie advancing past the mid through a couple of defenders. Nice job by Vlora maintaining their shape. Near side. Matsky plays down near the corner, but too strong on the turf. That one's going to go in for a goal kick. Ushered out easily there by Jarzewski.
Probably as good a time as ever to mention that this is Eden Prairie's first season in this league, which just kind of adds to the unknown of it all.
Jarzewski playing that one back. Strong boot up, but that one's immediately stolen by Eden Prairie, and they're going to try to counter. That one's deflected off Jarzewski. We'll see if that stays in. It does not. So this will be a corner for Eden Prairie. We'll see how they line up with their first set piece of the match early on in minute number 3. Got a report out of Eau Claire. The Vlora men victorious 4-0. Good to see them keep things moving splendidly early on in this season with another clean sheet.
Yeah, always nothing to be angry about with 3-0 start.
in swinger. Right on the front post. It looked like it was deflected by Eden Prairie, but then went off a Vlora defender, so they're going to get another shot at this one. Teammates flashes for a short one, and they still play it in. This one's tipped deeper, header towards the goal, but Thompson up to the challenge. I'm not sure if that was technically on.
Yeah, hard to say. That being said, I mean, good on Thompson just to be in the right spot, take care of it.
And give her credit for her first save of the match. Is turned over back to Vlora. They're going to try to counter. Looking for a Gashry. Too strong, and Benhart, the keeper, has that one. She'll just play it with her feet. Nice steal there by Vlora. Opportunity. They can find an open teammate. Tried to pull it back. That one's tackled, but not stolen.
Really good work from Bigger and Davi just to force that turnover.
Paschal was the one trying to make something happen down the near side here, but lost control. Into touch for a goal kick. Here comes Eden Prairie. Contact at midfield, knocked off the ball just enough to draw the foul right at midfield. First one of the match in either team. They'll keep it short. Atsky plays it down to the corner again. Cut back to the middle, well defended there by Vlora. They clear that one out. Wentland racing against two Eden Prairie defenders. She gets sandwiched. Almost completed that one up to Wentland.
Yeah, it's another good read from Bigger and Davi. Just the pass doesn't find who it needs to.
On side of the corner, she gets there. One times it in, but right into the midsection of the Vlora defender, and that easily cleared out by the captain.
Yeah, Olavodi with the captain's armband tonight. One of the returners from last season for Vlora. A couple of them out there.
Second year for Olavodi. Linke as well as a second-year player on Vlora. Bigger and Davi with her fourth season coming back, so like to see the consistency there. Meanwhile, we wait the throw from Eden Prairie. Tom Zach. Well defended. Gashry fouled from behind.
Really nice work to make the defender make a decision there. Maybe a chance for Vlora to move the ball a little bit. A lot of the good movement we've seen so far has been just from pressing and getting possession off errors.
Strong boot by Bigger and Davi, but Eden Prairie controls, looking to counter. Playing far side, there's an open teammate there. Not a lot of Eden Prairie players in the middle yet, so she's going to slow things down a little. Draws a crowd, plays it in the middle, but right there is Thompson.
Yeah, I don't think she ever got the support she was waiting for there. There ended up being a body kind of at the top of the box, but had to take the shot. Not much room to do much with.
Oh, good speed hustle there by Gashry. She's trying to make things happen all by herself. Forces a bad pass. That one played a little strong. I don't think it's going to stay in, but not from a lack of trying there. And they are saying she kept it in, so it's going to be a goal kick.
Definitely, so far, it feels like both teams are kind of feeling each other out a little bit. I mean, Thompson's had a little bit to do, but outside of that, outside of those early corner kicks, you kind of tell this is an early season game. Teams kind of trying to figure out what and how they want to approach.
Yeah, not a lot of passes being connected consecutively for either squad right at the moment. Seen a lot of balls into touch. Got another one here. She has to track that one down. Throw goes down the far touchline. 3 defenders there for Vlora as they're trying to force that mistake, get the possession in the attacking third, but unable to do so. And now some space here for Eden Prairie's defender. All swinging around near side. Tomzak plays it up and then winds up on the foot of Matsky. Puts a nice through ball in. It's a race. Kept in. Controlled still by Eden Prairie. They bring it just outside the penalty area. Lose control as they come in. Now a shot, but again, well defended, but the corner is earned again.
Yeah, some chaotic moments for Vlora. Overall, some good last defending, though, to prevent a shot, to prevent Thompson being faced with a good question to answer. But Eden Prairie back at it a little bit, showing some real potential down the right. Their 2 corners at the start of the game had some potency, so certainly something for Vlora to be attentive of now.
Now that first one went right down the goal line towards the near post. The second one was farther out, but same distance from goal. They have a teammate flash over as well. This time they're going to have a out swinger. I think this one a little bit more of a boot. That one's headed up. And we have a foul called against Eden Prairie.
Yeah, good work. I think it's actually Schrei that sort of gets to that ball, heads it out, and takes the foul. So doing a little bit of everything. Heading back to her regular position at the front of the line.
Here comes Eden Prairie again. This is a good cross. Gets past a diving Thompson. Fortunately for Vlora, all the way through. Well defended far side. Vlora doing a good job of shutting down most of the opportunities. But that was the most dangerous cross of the match thus far here in just the end of the 12th minute.
Yeah, I mean, Eden Prairie, I think, should be pretty happy with this start. They've, it's an away game, and they're starting with some intent. They've definitely had the better chances thus far. Vlora, not necessarily with anything to be too worried about, but haven't quite yet found that first big chance.
I'd like to see some possession and connection as they get out of the middle and into the attacking third, see if they can put something on frame, put a threat together. I believe the foul was called.
Again,
Flicked farther into the penalty area. Again, with good pressure up front, just forcing the ball into touch. Nice job winning possession there for Vlora. We'll see who takes this one. Walabity gets it back. A little heavy with that boot. Turnover. Eden Prairie countering. They bring it to the middle and then right back outside to a wide open teammate. She passes into the middle. There's a collision. Players are down. The shot to the corner, and it's going to be just wide. Oh, a huge break for Vlora.
Yeah, that's a learning moment for Vlora. A little miscommunication, I think, between the defender that ends up going down and Thompson as goalkeeper. Collision kind of removes the mark on that potential goal scorer. Vlora get away a little lucky. The shot's just right, a little too wide.
A wide open net behind Thompson. Eden Prairie unable to capitalize. A huge break for Vlora. Let's see if they can put something together here and kind of bounce back from that near miss. Pass down the corner. Like to use this side. They've been using Matsky down there quite a bit. And here comes Vlora. Didn't like her options and looked like she tried to lead Geschrei down the touchline, but really had a bad angle on that.
Yeah, you can see the idea. I think the pass just let her down a little bit. Schrei's on it now.
Referee indicating that advantage was being played. No foul called there. Nice run and pass completed. In the corner looking for a cross. They get one. It goes through. Oh, and a player lost her footing far side, although the defender had the angle. So not sure she would have gotten there anyway. But here comes Eden Prairie trying to counterattack. Well defended by Vlora. I think that was Linke on that cross. Sometimes the jersey numbers are tough to read from up here, but easily the best opportunity for Vlora so far.
Yeah, a little bit of a dummy for the ball to get across all the way to Geschrei, and Eden Prairie defender more or less had it either way. Geschrei caught a little bit between two ideas and just isn't able to compete for it. But yeah, certainly a better showing that Vlora can move the ball a little bit, connect some passes, and put something in the box.
Walabity is there.
Able to shepherd that one out.
Good effort by Matsky of Eden Prairie, but really nothing much she could do with that one. Well, there's a turnover getting into the penalty area. Fortunately, a bad first touch by Eden Prairie allows Vlora to clear, but not control. Unable to control is Eden Prairie, so now it'll be another throw for Vlora. Looks like it's going to be a combination of Jarosevsky, Walabity.
Yeah, the two of them have had a pretty busy day so far, just doing what they can to marshal that sort of left side of the Vlora defense.
Thompson gives a boot. First touch by Eden Prairie, but straight over Vlora, they've got Wentland. Walabity. That was Lata. Schrei trying to pick that one off on the back pass to the keeper. Well faked by the Eden Prairie defender. And good tackle there. Nice pass in the middle. Oh, there's a great clear, and there's a shot, and that one's in, the first one of the match.
It's been coming for Eden Prairie. They've had a lot of the ball in the final third. They've been probing for the right shot, the right chance, and Thompson's had a good effort so far, marshaling the defense. But at a certain point, some of those turnovers, a little too much pressure to hold back, and it's a well-earned goal.
A couple of really nice passes by Eden Prairie to set that up, and really all she had to do was tap it past Thompson, who was racing off her line to cut off that angle, but unable to get any sort of contact on the ball. So a 1-0 lead here for Eden Prairie as Vlora finds himself in a position to chase that equalizer. Throw a little strong, and that one's cleared out, but immediately headed down the touchline and not kept in by Eden Prairie. Throw goes into a herd of players. The ball pops out. Vlora possession. Nice move on the far side. Opportunity to cross. Gets it in, but there's no forward close enough. Offered line is Benhart. She's going to play this one long. Good, strong strike. Eden Prairie splits two defenders. An opportunity here. There's one girl in the middle. They're trying to find her. The cross doesn't get there. It's deflected. Back out another quick cross. There's the player. The head towards the corner, but too far wide. Another goal kick.
Eden Prairie continuing to move the ball pretty well. It's a couple Vlora players doing a solid job of muddying the waters for them, but they are finding the passes they need to find, except for having kind of the outlet they need centrally at times. It's not quite lining up there, but good header. Thompson, standing guard as it goes wide, but visitors are starting the game well.
Tomzak to throw. Long throw. Oh, a clear out by Olabadi, but still control. There's an opportunity for Eden Prairie looking for a left foot shot. That one's deflected. Nice defense getting in the way of that. Move towards the goal line, but a little heavy on the touch. This will be another goal kick.
Yeah, Olabadi with a big physical intervention at the top of the box. Not called anything there, but proves vital, I think, just disrupting the flow of that play.
Pass in and then quickly back out. No, down to the corner. One nice pass in the middle, but that touch goes straight to Thompson. One hop off the head of Eden Prairie defender, but controlled over there by Bigger and Davi. But into touch, it'll be a throw-in for Eden Prairie. Short hop by Olabadi into the air. Here comes Vlora. Ooh, an opportunity there. They couldn't quite get it through. Had to try. Still controlled by Vlora.
Lots of run here.
into the penalty area, chasing it down. Vlora trying to get something into the middle. That was Larson.
It's well played by the defender, able to get the challenge in, but also off the Vlora player, get the goal kick. But some solid moments there. Lata, Wetland moving the ball around a little bit, forcing that Eden Prairie defense to work.
Long pass, nice hustle there by Tomzak just to get a foot on that, but can't control. Stolen by Jarzewski. Another one down the line. This one's just out of the reach of Matsky.
He's had a very busy day so far, Matsky. Huge outlet for Eden Prairie, really start to finish so far.
Velobity informed she can move up. Not often you have to tell a soccer player to move up on a throw-in.
Indeed, and I've seen some referees be quite determined about it, which is interesting to me because it's not an unfair advantage, but but nonetheless, they want to make sure you're on the right spot.
Jashrai called for that fall, a little too physical. Poked away. Right back in control. Or a nice step in there by the defense. Oh, a nice pass. Tough. Jashrai in the middle. Tries to weed one through. She does. This one's onside. Into the penalty area. Defender on. Takes the shot. It's up and on top of the net. Was it deflected? No.
Say no. I think my instinct from here was that it was obviously refs in a different position, but it's a much more promising play from Vlora. That was really solid. The way the ball was able to get to Jashrai, gets it out to Vacek, setting up a chance. That's a huge morale boost, I think, for Vlora in a game where it's felt like there's a little bit of momentum and rhythm discovering still happening.
Hustling back. Larson does a nice job winning that one. Vlora at midfield. Agarandavi gets by one player. Quinza Medina plays it back. A few passes in a row here. Good control for Vlora. 27th minute. Eden Prairie up 1-0 with the goal in minute number 19.
I think with just the amount of time left, which is obviously a lot of time, Vlora needs to be looking for moments like that as a reminder that being 1-0 down doesn't have to mean more than you let it mean. Lots of time for goals, lots of time to get back in this game. This is a Vlora team that was down in their season opener against Granite City, scored 2 goals to come back for that draw. So, if it requires making the most of that again tonight and coming back from a tough start, that's how you win games sometimes.
Opportunity here, potentially in the middle, getting close to the penalty area. Shot, left foot, wide, and the goalkeeper didn't move at all.
No, she was really caught in an awkward spot. I think she was kind of leaning the other direction, didn't really have time to process going the way. Just try. I mean, it's a really solid run-in. It's not even necessarily a problem on the shot. It just ends up going a little wide, but she really managed to catch the goalkeeper in an awkward spot. She's on the ball again.
Gets by one, takes the right foot blast. This is more of a cross, I think, but didn't have a teammate in the vicinity as that one went just inside the 6. Enough of a cross where we don't even have a goal kick. This is going to be a throw deep in the corner.
But again, if you're Vlora, hasn't been the ideal start, but now you've got your center forward, showing some of that spark, creating situations, forcing the Eden Prairie defense to work a lot harder. This is a much better position to be in.
Vlora perhaps a little bit of momentum here. Play that one back. Let's see if they can reset and get something going. Far side, that pass intercepted. Checking back nicely, and then she's tripped. No call. Eden Prairie counter. Well defended. Looked like she might have been dragged down. Yes.
Yeah, it's just a quick pull as the momentum swinging for both players. It's a really useful restart for Vlora.
Some really nice defense there by Larson on the far side, getting to that one first.
Another throw for Eden Prairie, a little deeper now.
The majority of the Eden Prairie players, like over on the side of the ball, which is common, you do have one player staying very wide on this side of the pitch, trying to keep things spread out. For those of you maybe can't see that in the camera angle, but looking for that cross to the far post. They're going to end up giving away the goal kick here. Oh, no, they called a corner.
Kick,
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't catch the deflection myself, but the ball did seem to react differently than intended by the Eden Prairie player.
So the fourth one of the first half for Eden Prairie is being in-swinger near post. Now, did that... Yeah, I was
headed out.
But I believe it was out already.
There you go.
I liked how Olabity didn't take a chance at that, though. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I play this. When you're playing on that front post, you cannot let it get past you. So good play there. And then fortunately it was already out when she made the play, so not another corner, but still Eden Prairie momentarily controlled. Pass just out of reach.
Yeah, I think still hasn't quite reached the point where Vlora is controlling the tempo of the game. Eden Prairie is still kind of dictating things in that sense. Obviously, Vlora finding more of those chances, but haven't quite thrown Eden Prairie off their game.
Oh, almost pulled one back right into Jafrai.
The right idea again from Cuenca. Medina doesn't quite connect with Wentland.
Olabity. Jafrai tapped from behind. Controlled. Oh, a nice pass up to Jafrai. She's got two defenders, though. Tough ask. Oh, and they call the foul on Jafrai.
Yeah, I think the Eden Prairie player had managed to win the ball at that second touch. So unfortunate for Jafrai, who is really just doing her pressing work and trying to fight for that ball, but collision doesn't quite go her way.
Controlled by Vlora. Wentland. This will be a throw-in for Vlora. Long throw to midfield. Nice throw. Jafrai spins her defender, puts on some speed. Approaching the 18. She's got one girl to beat. Fakes in the middle. Takes a shot. Oh, it's right on the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, right at Benhart.
But it's another really nice move from Kashrai. Does a really good job to find a little space for herself as a lot of Eden Prairie players start to swarm. Gets a shot off, and it's on target. It's a little too close to the keeper, a little too comfortable for the keeper, but another promising moment.
And we'll have another corner for Eden Prairie, number 5 so far in the match. So far, the corners have been well defended by Vlora. And Swinger. Oh, a good head just past the corner. That was a fine strike.
Yeah, I've got to give credit to Eden Prairie. They've had some really solid set-piece routines, particularly corner routines, and they've made Vlora work off of them. It's not where they actually got their goal, but it's been a consistent sort of through line through this game, just winning those opportunities and making decent chances out of them.
Easily the best scoring chance from their 5 corners thus far. This one's ushered out by Eden Prairie. They'll do a quick throw to get things going. Shove from behind or not. And they're going to say no, play on. Eden Prairie bringing it in. That's a long, hard shot. Just deflected over. A brilliant save.
By far the moment of the match for Thompson so far. Really wonderful save. Has to get in the air a little bit and just redirect that one wide. Really great work.
That had some oomph on it. I mean, she had to get her hands up and get in position very quickly. Long ball into the middle. This one's headed straight down, not the strike that Eden Prairie is looking for. And I'm not sure if a foul or maybe a handball foul was called or what it was in there, but regardless, it's
a restart opportunity for Vlora, though.
And it's not a goal kick. It definitely was something called by the center ref. Minute number 37 here, 1-0 Eden Prairie with the lead. Trying to add to it before the halftime break.
Yeah, if you're Vlora, I think you need to survive these possessions for Eden Prairie and just see, can we build 1 or 2 more chances like we've been starting to see to get a goal, to put some pressure on the goalkeeper, on the Eden Prairie defense.
It'd be nice to see if another teammate or two could be involved in the attacks. I feel like the best opportunities have really come from Jashrai either making something happen on her own or being the delivering, the assistant player, setting a teammate up. So need to get a couple more of her teammates involved in that attacking third to loosen up that Eden Prairie defense. There's a low, hard shot well wide of the target.
Yeah, well wide. Yeah, that's the balancing act Vlora's having to sort of just figure out in this first half, because Eden Prairie is showing a really good ability just to transition pretty quickly. You don't want to get caught out because of that if you're Vlora, but at the same time, it does feel like Gashrai, a couple other players are really close to unlocking the game and maybe just need a little bit of support in those bigger situations.
Winning that one is Wentland. No offside flag. Play resumes. That shot is deflected. This should be a corner.
Yeah, that's a corner. And Gashrai actually, really good job to sort of deceptively ride the offside line there, because it did look in the moment offside, but she had done a really good job of weaving back and forth with the defender
Heard a familiar dad dissenting from the crowd as one of the parents of one of the Eden Prairie players from the city of Egan.
And to his credit, it was a tight call, but it did. I believe it was the right one. And I really saw it play. Ingrid Linke winning the ball on that one.
Back to the corner, changing the angle, but unable to get anything on it. This one goes to the bench, and we'll have a throw for Vlora, trying to get something going here.
Nice
Still
flit from
plenty of time.
Linke.
That one's deflected out. It'll be a Eden Prairie throw.
Bigger and Davi really muscling her way to that one.
Yeah, nice job winning the ball. Unfortunately, turned right back over, and back and forth possession goes. Vlora coming out right now with control, trying to set something up near side. Nice switch of the field. Unfortunately, the pass was errant. Try one-on-one. She's going to get past one defender. She's got another one to beat. She's going to get a shot if she can get in there. Well defended. However, the corner should be earned.
Corner earned. And not to be cynical, but a situation where I actually think if Geschrei goes down a little harder, the ref actually has to potentially make a call there. But nonetheless, corner is a good opportunity for Vlora. Geschrei just continuing to look extremely dangerous these last 15, 20 minutes.
Right foot out swinger. Vlora looking for the equalizer. Takes a bounce played by Eden Prairie. They get the clear, and it rolls past the defender. It'll be a Vlora throw, but unfortunately they couldn't keep that one in. It could have been a much faster way to center that one right back into harm's way, as it were. Eden Prairie passing out of pressure there from Geschrei, now working up the far side. Switches to the middle. Oh, and the pass just too far, but tracked down. Good speed there by Tomzak. Try to find Matsky. Defended by Jaroszewski.
Yeah, and she does the right thing. She just gets out of play, give Vlora a chance to reset.
Big throw into the penalty area, headed further on, but then, oh, and a brilliant one-time shot. Wow, what a volley.
It's a little bit unlucky for Vlora because it's a reasonable clearance, but it really falls right where Eden Prairie need it to Eden Prairie player who's able to just hit a little, I don't know if it was a volley or a half volley, and catch contact with the ground, but really nice looping shot.
Tough one for Thompson to adjust to because it happened so quickly. It just went over, and it was right at the perfect spot for that. I want to say that might have been Lauren McGough, number 18, I believe, put that one in. I don't know. She might have had the first one as well, but a huge goal as we approach halftime. Vlora once again finding themselves down 2 goals, needing to come back.
Yeah, it's a tough timing for Vlora because these last 10 or so minutes, maybe 15 minutes, have been actually really strong. Some good chances, some good winning of the ball. And unfortunately, that really swings the momentum back into Eden Prairie's favor just before halftime. it's a really well hit shot. And like you said, Thompson finds herself in an awkward situation. Really, everyone on the pitch had been adjusting to the other direction after the ball got cleared.
Good speed by Vlora, far side. One defender to beat. If she can get by her, she's got space.
Linke is going.
The ball in. It is in. Can she turn the corner? The defender catches up, knocks her down. No call. Play resumes. Now the flag goes up with the waggle.
Yeah, sideline referee just coming in a little late with the call, but looks like it's a free kick for Vlora.
So almost a corner, a few yards off the goal line. Played high and headed out. Loudon's going to put that one in on the ground. Nice ball. Just trying to find a teammate. Bigger and Dobby immediately gets surrounded as she tried to find a teammate as well. This one's cleared. It's not going to be out. Good speed, far side. Turns the corner. Brings it back with a good pass, but well read there by Alabadi.
Yeah, that's a ball she has to collect because Eden Prairie had a runner coming in hot on that one. Another intervention there.
Eden Prairie cuts the middle. Fires one through. That one's deflected farther outside, but not into touch. Controlled by Eden Prairie. On the ground to the goal line, and it will be a goal kick. As we are in stoppage time of the first half, I don't anticipate a lot of extra time here.
And there you go, not even a minute.
So that is our first half score. We've got a lead of 2-0 to Eden Prairie, and like you mentioned just a few minutes ago, a bit of a back-breaking, momentum-changing goal, getting that second goal, just in minute number 42.
Yeah, obviously 2-0 is far from game over with a whole half to play, but it is a really tough timing of that second goal for Vlora to deal with, considering that really the back half of that first half was quite strong for the hosts. A lot of big chances, really put the Eden Prairie defense to work. So tough last couple minutes to sort of process going into halftime. That being said, it's a surmountable lead, and Vlora have to hope to come into the second half continuing what was best about that first half, try to repeat their comeback result from last week.
Absolutely, and that's what we will be pushing for after this halftime break. For Dominic, I am Skip. We will be back for the second half in just a little bit. It is 2-0 Eden Prairie over Vlora. Welcome back to the stadium at Macalester College. My name is Skip Newton alongside Dominic Bisogno. It's the second half coming up. UPSL women's match between Eden Prairie and Vlora. Eden Prairie currently enjoying a 2-0 lead. We've got Emma Olson on camera and Katie Brink, as always, directing and producing. The first half was controlled at the beginning, I would say, by Eden Prairie, and they got the goal in the 19th minute, their first goal, and then it felt like Vlora was starting to get some momentum, was starting to put some pressure on. You could argue should have had a goal on one glorious scoring chance, but then the second goal in the 42nd minute really did kind of change the way we approach things coming into the second half.
Yeah, for sure. I think Eden Prairie were able to find that sucker punch moment with the second goal, and it was a really well-earned goal. That being said, Vlora have the ability to play this entire second half, looking to build on those bright moments, particularly some Gishrai shots or opportunities around the box that looked really promising.
That was Gishrai right there. Now it's Lata backing up. Here comes Vlora. Nice through ball. Left corner, if she can get there just outside the reach. It looked like a gorgeous ball at first, but the turf, of course, not slowing things down.
Yeah, but a good moment to reflect intent. Points Medina plays a really solid ball. Just doesn't quite match up with the player's run. But Vlora just need a lot of that right now. They need to be winning the ball. They need to be setting up those chances, keeping the ball in Eden Prairie's half, forcing Eden Prairie to work a little harder defensively.
A lot of that Eden Prairie attack in the first half was on their right side, which is the side of the pitch that it's on right now. And on the far side is, of course, Eden Prairie wearing gray going right to left. A little bit of a clock malfunction as it's stuck at the 46th minute. We'll hopefully get that figured out as the referee is going to be keeping track, and we'll see if we can manually figure that out as well. But meantime, Vlora, we talked about this, at the halftime break, struggle defensively sometimes to get it out of their zone and connect passes to build up the attack.
Yeah, I feel like that's just an area where, and look, early season, this is frequently going to be a problem for teams at this level, dealing with new faces, new connections. It's just an area they need to improve on. Avoiding giving Eden Prairie additional time on the ball.
Just outstanding defense there on the far side.
Yeah, Labadie, really good job shepherding that one out. And I believe, quick note here, I believe that Claire Aker has stepped in as goalkeeper. I believe I saw number 1 flashing on the back of that jersey. So I think there might be a goalkeeping change here.
Okay, so Brianna Thompson started the first half. And we've got, we believe, is Aker. Yes, you were correct. There's the one. She turns to make that play. So Aker coming in for the second half.
And Thompson had some really good work in the first half, but maybe an opportunity just to change things up, give Vlora a different profile on the outball and restarts.
Linky couldn't connect that one. Labadie. Pass on the ground. Far side, but that was intercepted. Now we're, I believe, back to a normal clock, so 49th minute.
Another possible little input from bringing Aker onto the pitch is maybe gives the defense a touch of familiarity in the sense that she's a college teammate with Labadie at UMD.
Through ball looking for Gishrai, but just too strong despite Gishrai's speed, quickness up front. She's been a thorn in the defense's side all night long.
Yeah, really solid 45 from her in the first half. Really just lacking that moment of the shot finding home.
Also does a fantastic job operating the camera during the men's games. We need to call her out for that as well. Speaking of those men, for those of you who missed in the first half, they won 4-0 tonight. So they continue not only their unbeaten streak, but they continue their streak of not yielding a goal against.
Yeah, really good start for the men.
Jasper with 2, Martinez and Barty 1 apiece. Meanwhile, we've got a Eden Prairie throw right about the 18 equivalent down in the corner. 2 defenders there, and earning the corner kick is Eden Prairie. Nice job there. That'll be their first of the second half. They had 6 first half corners, 10 shots in the first half for Eden Prairie to 4 for Vlora. Vlora had 2 corners in the first half. In swinger, that's a good one in the middle. The header just goes wide.
I mean, it's good work from the Eden Prairie player just to get high on that one, get above everyone else, get some contact. Looks like she's kind of trying to nestle that one to her left, and it goes well wide. But again, Eden Prairie earning quite a few corners today, and making a genuine effort off them. Haven't gotten their goals from them, but it's been a consistent piece for them.
Aker boots one deep, and one hops past midfield and short hopped right back to the Vlora defense. Lanky draws contact and the throw, but yep, it's a kick.
Yeah, it was hard to read at first. There was a whistle, but it was time as the ball already was going out.
Peyshell's going to leave this one for Olabadi. Puts one high into the middle, but that one's immediately headed by Eden Prairie back this direction. One touched into the middle. I'm not sure why she felt the need to rush with the one touch, but and that one's turned over almost. Olabadi, nice job paying attention.
Yeah, Olabadi does just enough to muddy that one up and prevent sort of a shot from coming off. A little miscommunication, though, prior to that. And, again, that's something Vlora has to just start finding ways to clean up, keep this game under control, continue to be in a position where they can get a goal or two and just be right back in it.
Clear, and then a flick even deeper by Vlora puts that one into touch, but out of harm's way. Still hoping we can maybe, fingers crossed, get through this game dry. We've been under the threat of inclement weather majority of the night, but so far, so good. That one goes in on Aker. Big boot past midfield. Headed by Eden Prairie almost straight up in the air, and then brought down by Vlora into the middle. Vlora, Linky, no call.
Yeah, and Linky wants the call there. I mean, she did get sandwiched by Eden Prairie players.
Booted out by Vlora. This will be a throw coming. Ella Horn taking that one. Olabadi heading that one farther up. Vlora battling. Just touched deeper. No, chipped up ahead. Aker played back. Well handled by the defense, but this is going to stay in. Nice move into the penalty area, looking for that right foot shot. It's a good one. Aker dives, and it looked like it would have gone wide regardless.
Yeah, it's hard to tell whether or not that would have sort of been able to nestle in the far post. I think Aker probably makes the right call, not allowing for any surprises there. Solid deflection from her. But, Eden Prairie making the most of a loose ball and continuing to look really dangerous. Another set-piece opportunity for them.
That shot was off the boot of Lexi Bennett. Scored 6 of the 12 Eden Prairie goals in their opening match. That one's chested out, but right there is Eden Prairie. That shot deflected, pinballing around, and finally cleared far side. Here comes Vlora. Opportunity to put together some sort of a counterattack, although they don't have the numbers. They feed it through. This one's well offside. Right idea, just a little aggressive was Linke.
Yeah, like you said, right idea, great idea. Really good teamwork in the buildup of that, but Linke and the pass are just not quite in sync.
Couple of substitutions coming on for Eden Prairie.
Particularly defensively, it looks like.
None so far, other than Aker for Vlora.
It'll be interesting to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I believe I haven't caught any other different jerseys out there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the math is for Eden Prairie on that, because they've changed a massive amount of the people around Destry. Got a really strong first half.
Right foot cross gets all the way through the attacker on the far side. Matsky couldn't make the play. Now she's battling for it. She's gonna cross. Vlora misses that attempt. Opportunity. Right foot. Oh, that one's blocked. A great defensive save.
Yeah, Labadie does really well to get in front of that one. Gets a leg to it.
That one could have been headed inside the far post. It looked on frame, although Aker was diving behind her, so tough to say if that one was a goal-saving defensive play. And there, a little mix-up there, but Eden Prairie couldn't possibly have read that was going to squeeze right through the two defenders.
Yeah, Aker back on the ball now. See how she decides to distribute this one.
Tapped up by Linke. Gashrai was there. Tried to get it to her again, but there's too many Eden Prairie feet in the way. Nice step up. Labadie finds Gashrai. Tough play. It was right at her foot. She's got to not only win the ball, but beat the defender. She takes a quick shot.
Yeah, I think Gashrai reads that that's really close to heading out of play and just tries to make something of it. Didn't quite have the support for that ball to find, even if it had been more on target. But another really promising run from her. She continues to be a really big threat for Vlora, just forcing the Eden Prairie defense to work hard, even when it feels like the game's going their way. But Vlora needed to start putting her in maybe better positions to succeed with her shots.
Yeah, the pass through was like right on her foot, which it needed to be slightly in front of her. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, she had to stop her stride, and it was a really impressive ability to control that and continue her momentum towards goal. Nice show of athleticism by Gashrai, and here comes Eden Prairie. Although that advance is temporarily halted at midfield. Now they've got it far side, but no player home as the defense of Vlora is there. And the foul called against Eden Prairie, number 2 of the second half, 58th minute, still a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Vlora's so far managing to ride out the waves of momentum in this half so far. Eden Prairie with a chance or two, Vlora getting through that. But we do need to start seeing Vlora find those chances that they found in the first half again, forcing the Eden Prairie defense and the Eden Prairie goalkeeper particularly to work a little harder. We saw that there was plenty of potential for that in the first half. We just need to start seeing that get capitalized on a little better.
Now the goalkeeper, Mallory Benhart, really with just one save in the first half, but that was on the easily the best scoring chance. Gashrai had worked the ball into the middle, and right about the 18, found herself clear and fired a shot. Unfortunately, straight down the middle, right at Benhart.
Should report there is precipitation. You can see under the floodlights. Just the slightest bit.
I did see lightning well to the south, though, so play safely resuming. This one's batted forward. And we were going to have a foul called on Vlora. Ball played towards the 18, headed out. Vlora with it. Gashrai has to stretch to control it, and she does. Picking that one out of the air and passing to the far side. Nicely done. Vlora needs to get numbers to support. Looked to fire a shot, but that one was easily defended. Hadn't worked herself clear. This one's going to be onside. Coming down far edge of the penalty area. Works it to midfield. Oh, and that one's deflected. Just wide. Well wide, actually.
Yeah, just that deflection sends it wayward. Solid from Eden Prairie. The initial ball out, it's a little wayward. It's a little far for the player to catch up to. Give Laura a little bit of time to reset, but Eden Prairie far from asleep on this one. It's worth noting I did pick out a substitution because number 2, Megan Macalester, is out there. She's on the near side to us on the right wing. So we do have a change.
Yeah, Macalester was that one that was working on that last Vlora rush down the pitch, trying to get something going. So when played into touch, it'll be a Eden Prairie throw. Taking that is Tomzak, who's switched sides. She played the other side in the first half, but when her defensive teammate Ella Horn came out, she switched over to the back left. Gashrai fighting there. Vlora trying to put the pressure on, see if they can't force a turnover, force a mistake, get something going. Unsuccessful, but I think, down 2 goals with just under a half an hour to play, not a bad strategy if they have the legs to do it.
Yeah, and particularly you think in that first half, quite a few of those shots that did show some promise came from someone stepping in and winning a ball from Eden Prairie, somewhere between the 20 to the 50 on the football lines, and more of that from Vlora, I think, is going to be key to just them getting more of those shots off, finding more of those opportunities, putting some pressure on the Eden Prairie defense, making them make decisions that are eventually going to result in an error.
A couple of Vlora players down here, although they're both up, so I think everyone's all right.
I think it was a case that the ball kind of bounced around between 3 or 4 players awkwardly and might have.
But I wonder, too, if one of them caught one in the face and now they're tending to that potential head injury. Got to make sure she's still aware that it's Sunday night on May 17th, 2026.
I think that is Lata that is off right now. On the eye test, that's what I'm seeing.
Oh, a nice tap away. Bigger and Davi almost able to keep that one in.
Yeah, it's good sweeping work from her. Just that second touch isn't what she wanted, but Gashrai steals that one.
Gashrai, like 1 on 3 or 4 here. Tried to split defenders. Bigger and Davi chips that one up to the defense, but no one's home for Vlora. Give and go attempt unsuccessful there. Labadie dispossessed. This one's played through. We'll see if Vlora defense can communicate, keep on that. They do nudge that one closer to this side, but not out. When crossed on the ground, controlled by Eden Prairie. Well defended there. Vlora's getting in the way of any potential shot or shooting lane. And now they clear.
Yeah, some really hard work from Vlora just to prevent a clean shot from coming off, getting in front of each Eden Prairie player as they get a chance.
Worth noting that Vlora has all 11 on the pitch, but unfortunately they do yield the third corner of the half, so combined with the 6 corners. That makes 9 times corner kicks now for Eden Prairie. 9 times. In swinger. Gets by the first Eden Prairie player. Tried to feed a teammate just inside the 18, but nobody stepped up except for Vlora defense and cleared that one out. Now right back in by Eden Prairie. Oh, a nice ball. Gets past the defender. Played in the middle. This one's tapped. Still wide, still in.
Just wanders out.
It looked like there was going to be an opportunity there for Eden Prairie to get something going, but
yeah, just wanders out with that last player, but really solid work for Eden Prairie. They get the ball back, able to recycle and send it back in, and there's a tip of the ball. Doesn't quite direct it towards goal. Gives Aker another chance for some distribution here.
well done defensively, Labadee, but unfortunately distributed that one up to a Eden Prairie defender. This one's played out defensively. It'll be an Eden Prairie throw.
Yeah, it's a really good step from her. The ball doesn't end up connecting with a teammate. But those little interventions are proving really key tonight just to prevent Eden Prairie from putting up that third goal and starting to put this game in a position where it's a little more to bed.
Larson steps up a couple of times and makes the play, and apparently committed the foul. I didn't see it.
Yeah, the ref's really determined with it, so he saw something there. Was a little unclear from here.
Definitely a dangerous spot here, about 4 yards outside the 18. About a 45-degree angle, got a 3-man wall.
And Aker's given them her instructions. She's got a lot to think about on this one.
Bennett will either put it on frame or play it across for a teammate. We'll see what she chooses. She puts it on frame. It's a good shot, but right on Aker.
Yeah, it's a solid shot, but it ends up being just soft enough for Aker to pretty confidently collect as it scoops down.
Aker with a big boot past midfield. Just try, knock down, no call. Passed forward, but nobody home. But now finds Macalester, trying to find Gashrai, just a little too strong.
Yeah, it's a good win from Jerishek just to get the ball back into Vlora possession.
Benhart will play that one short. Macalester trying to make something happen. Payshell got a boot on that, ends up back on the boot of Labadee. Nice turn there. Vlora pass intercepted. Payshell defending. 11 versus 11. Pass goes through just too strong, and this would be a goal kick.
Yeah, some really important recovery from Payshell as that ball kind of bounced between possessions. And Eden Prairie just a little too much on the final pass there.
Labadee. Eden Prairie defense controlling. Good pressure from Macalester, forces the turnover into touch.
In a really solid position for Vlora to restart play.
Oh, a nice touch and turn there. Lata. Good strong defense. Plays that one into touch. Should be a Vlora throw, unless they're saying it went off of the Vlora player.
Didn't look that way to me, but
That
does look like the call is that way.
Interesting. We move on.
We've got, looks like Liv Hagner.
Ooh. Lot of lightning, and that will be a mandatory stoppage right at the 70-minute mark. So the second half is halted halfway through, a little past halfway.
But it blipped at 8 miles at one point.
And I believe, is it a half an hour minimum? So while the Vlora defense have not yielded a goal in the second half, they haven't put a whole lot of pressure on, just one shot, and that was that one by Gashrai from the bad angle that went in the side of the net. So they need to figure something out during this break. Should the game resume eventually, try to get back in. They've got 20 minutes to score a couple of goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't quite find that rhythm they had about halfway through the first half. But the scoreline leaves them with that same potential to get back in the game. Able to survive some Eden Prairie chances through those first 20 or so minutes.
And with that, we will take the break as well. We'll wait out the delay here and let you know when things resume, if they resume. We're at the... Oh, and that's the game.
Oh, wow.
They have made the call, the 3 whistles. I believe the ref looked at the weather report and decided that it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. So the match has been called short. And
looks like it.
And we are done. So unfortunately, they will not get a chance to come back from this 2-0 deficit like they did in the last game against Granite City. Any final thoughts as we sign off on the shortened 2-0 win for Eden Prairie?
Yeah, I think Vlora should feel good about some of the moments they were able to create, particularly through Gashrai in that first half. You could see the potential. You could see the potency. Obviously, the synergy isn't there yet. That's still developing in this roster. They were able to trouble an Eden Prairie team that came into this game knowing it could score a lot of goals. It's not a welcome scoreline for Vlora, but at the same time, it's a pretty competent 2-0 deficit to digest.
Yeah, I would agree. I think there's something to build on, and again, it's early in the season, and we want to see hopefully that the team gels a little bit more as the season comes together. But we will be signing off here from Macalester College. The 2-0 victory goes to Eden Prairie. For Dominic Basonio, Emma Olson on the camera, Katie Brink directing and producing. My name is Skip Newton. The final score, 2-0 Eden Prairie over Vlora. We'll be back next week. So long, everyone.